Hello and welcome back to another Stragglers video, the series where I look at old British trains and see if they're still any good in the 21st century. Today we're at London King's Cross, the terminus of the East Coast Mainline, where we'll be travelling today. Today we're looking at the Intercity 225 sets. First introduced by British Rail in 1989, these trains are configured with a Class 91 at one end, Mark IV carriages in between, and a Mark IV DVT at the rear. As you can see on platform 8, our train is terminating in from Leeds with a Mark IV driving van trailer at the front. The driving van trailer is used so there only has to be one locomotive, and the driving van trailer can control the locomotive from either end of the train. This removes the need to move the locomotive at the station to one end of the train, meaning that all the platforms can be used at one time. So let's get into this Stragglers video, looking at the LNER 225 sets. And here's a closer look at the 225 sets. These were built around 1988 to 1989, and that includes the Mark III coaches and DVT, as well as the Class 91. LNER recently applied this very beautiful looking maroon, red and white colour scheme to the Mark IVs. Today's Class 91 was 91110 Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, in a strikingly good livery. So let's get on board. These trains do feature first class and a food bar. First class is in a 2x1 layout. Standard class is laid out in a 2x2 layout. I think the atmosphere looks great and I love the colour scheme on these. The Mark IVs feature very large and spacious vestibules, with each one of these vestibules having a toilet in. The toilet itself, although small, looks clean, and I like the sliding door mechanism. Just before we look at the seat, please make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Each airline style seat features a large tray table, a plug and minimal legroom, to be honest. The seats have good bottom padding, a nice headrest, so overall a very comfortable seat. I did move seats and this one seemed to have a much better legroom. And so we depart King's Cross on time for our short 25-minute hop up the East Coast Mainline to Stevenage, passing through places such as Potter's Bar and Welwyn Garden City. Before too long, we were passing through the and not long after that, we passed the Emirates Stadium, home of Arsenal, who bottled the Premier League title last season. Oops, sorry, I wasn't meant to mention that. And just moments later, we passed Finsbury Park Station, an interchange with the line down to Moorgate, Thameslink and the Victoria Line. After that, we passed through Bounds Green Maintenance Depot before passing Alexandra Palace Station. The ride quality of the Mark IVs was super smooth, and you wouldn't know you were travelling of upwards to 125 miles an hour. Next, we passed the commuter station of Hadleywood. It's nice to see LNER have an at-your-seat service and a loyalty scheme. The next station we passed was Potter's Bar. This signalled the end of the Oyster Fare Zone. Moments after that, we were passing through the beautiful countryside of the home counties. The Mark IVs weren't on the quiet side, but were much less quiet than the Chiltern Mark IIIs. And our deceleration means the beginning of the end to our journey. So what did I make of the LNER Mark IVs? Overall, I found them to be very good. Much better than the LNER IETs that I took back to London King's Cross, which I found were very uncomfortable and the lighting was very garish. I found the atmosphere on the Mark IVs was very pleasant, the seats to be good, the legroom was adequate but none better than the IET, and the overall journey and ride quality was excellent in my opinion. Also, with LNER's fare scheme, I only paid like £4 for an LNER return to Stevenage from London, which is insane value and makes this journey even better. If you have enjoyed this Stragglers video, I would certainly love a subscription and for you to check out the whole playlist in the link in the description below. Thank you and goodbye.